India says it has put the water treaty in abeyance. But since making that announcement, its position has faced at least two major legal setbacks before the treaty's permanent court of arbitration. Here is the timeline. The first come in June 2025. The permanent court of arbitration ruled that India's unilateral decision to place the treaty in abeyance did not affect the court's jurisdiction. The judges said that the arbitration process would continue under the treaty. Then come the second ruling in May 2026. The Kisha Gangar and Ratel hydropower dispute, the same court reaffirmed that the treaty's dispute resolution process remained in the force and issued its decision on the case. India rejected both rulings, calling the court decision null and vote maintaining that it does not recognize the court as authority. Meanwhile, international treaty law experts say the Indus Water Treaty brought by the World Bank in 1960 continues no provision allowing either country to suspend or place the treaty in abeyance. They urge that any change to the treaty must follow its legal procedures or be agreed upon both countries. So today, two positions remains. India says the treaty is in abeyance. The treaty's own court of arbitration says the legal process continues. The dispute is not longer just about water. It is about international law. This is Pakistan Connect. Follow for more.
A heartbreaking tragedy has taken Lahore into the mourning after the roof of an unregistered private tuition center collapsed in Kana, claiming the lives of at least 14 children. Rescue 1122 teams, police personnel, and local residents were tirelessly working for hours to pull the victims from the rubble in a desperate race against time. Most of the children were between 5 and 16 years old, with many reportedly under the age of 9. Initial investigations suggest that the repair work was going underway on the roof, where heavy construction material has allegedly been placed on an already weak structure, while classes continued below. Authorities have detained the building owner and 4 workers as police investigate possible criminal negligence. As grief spread across the province, Punjab Chief Minister Mariam Nawaz announced a compensation package of 20 lakh rupees for the family of each child who lost their life and 5 lakh rupees for every injured child, while assuring the financial assistance would be delivered without any delay. The tragedy has once again raised serious questions about the safety of building, the regulation of unregistered education institutes, and the urgent need of stronger enforcement to ensure that no family has to endure such an unimaginable loss ever again.